Yo, hello guys, welcome back to another figure review from mine. Now we're gonna take a look at the Pokemon machamp figure from Tommy. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that I'm laughing because this figure is so cheap ass. I'm sorry, guys, man. I was just in my local toy store, and this is not really a collector figure. However, this is one of the few rare Pokemon articulated Pokemon figures out there, so you can call it a collectible figure, but it's not really meant for adult collectors though. But it is a nice figure for the price point. I only paid about $15 for this figure, so that's a good price point. And quality wise, it's a little bit comparable with Marvel Legends, so it's okay. It's nice. The articulation is pretty good as well. Yeah, let's first take a look at the packaging of this figure. This is the packaging it came in. Nice, cool blister packaging, and I like blister packaging. I really do like it a lot. And it also comes with a little bit of a little book, poster, show off other figures. There aren't, they are articulated, these figures as well. I didn't knew that. I didn't know they had Charmeleon as well. This figure I really would like, but you can't compare it with the SH Figure Arts Pokemon figures, of course, especially Mewtwo. The Arts one is much better, and yeah, you have here a couple of other ones. It's okay. It's okay. Nothing special about these figures. Yeah, this figure is pretty cool. He does have a little bit of weird things. Look, like here, they glued two parts of the leg together, and you can see the seam pretty good here, and this as well on the inner thigh. You can see the joints are pretty visible, but it's okay. It's not really that bad. When it comes to shading, there isn't really shading on this figure. Maybe a little bit, not much. Painting is okay. Everywhere where it is painted is okay. A little bit of the mouth is a little bit, you can see that his mold is blue and this color, so you can see that this is a little bit turned out a little bit weird, his mouth and everything, but it's okay. I can live with it. His eyes are okay. It's kind of good. It isn't perfect, but it's okay. It's good enough for me at least. So, and you can see the seams here, really visible here. At first I thought maybe it's articulated, but it is not. And he has two screws in the back. I really hate when figures have that, but I can live with it a little bit. But I don't like screws on a figure, a plastic figure. I'd rather have them click together and glued together. But for price point, it's okay. I won't expect it to be like SH Figure Arts. And I must say, SH Figure Arts are lately not really, yeah, man, they are not living up to the price points, in my opinion. The prices are going up, and the figures are not, the articulation is getting better on these, and the SH Figure Arts figures, but not the shading and everything. I want to buy that new Goku Super Saiyan 3 figure, but the painting, man, it's just so Marvel Legends like $20 figure like, and you pay like 3 times more for it. So anyway, the articulation on this figure is pretty cool. I can take a look at the articulation right now. It can rotate here at the ball joint, but it's a T-joint, so you can't hinge it in every place, only here. So you need to rotate it, and you can hinge it there at this point. So when it's like this, you can hinge it back, but not forward and backwards, only like this. And it doesn't have a bicep swivel, so that's a little bit of fortunate. So the arm's always in a little bit of a positioned angle, but this position is pretty good. He has a single joint at this arm, upper arm, and it can rotate his wrist. And these arms are just the same, but it's a lower angle, and it's just the same articulation there. And his head is only on a swivel, no ball joint, so he can't look up or down, but it would be hindered anyway, so that's good enough. And he doesn't have a waist articulation whatsoever, no swivel, no crunch. His legs can kick forward, they are in ball joints, so that's nice. He can hinge out a little bit till there, it's a little bit limited, but it's okay. And kick forward still there, backwards still there. a single joint at the knee, which is nice and tight. The only yeah, no, not the only. You know, not all. You know, the articulation is tight enough for me, but here it is a little bit loose on the foot, as you can see. But it's okay, I can live with it. So he can hinge his foot down till there, up till there. It can rotate his feet, which is really nice, but no ankle pivot. But then again, the price point, it's such a low price point, so I can live with it exactly. And it is supposed to be a little bit of a wrestler figure with the belt and the shorts, so I can compare them at first with the Canuco Man figure, because these two will go pretty good together, and scaling they go in almost the same scale. I think Machamp should be almost the same height, but Machamp isn't really that tall in the series. If you have watched it, then you know it. He is more wider and broad than really tall, so I can compare him next to the Spider-Man figure here. So, you know, he's supposed to be the same height as Spider-Man. I believe he's supposed to be, yeah, he is a little bit on the short side, but he isn't really tall. He is actually kind of short in this series. I know it, because I'm from the 90s. I've watched Pokemon growing up. I've born in the 90s, so, you know, I know that he isn't tall. So he is almost 6, a little bit shorter than 6-inch scale. So you can make it work with your import 6-inch scale figure. So yeah, it's a nice figure to you know, it's a nice figure to add to your collection, to your SH Figure RT Arts, or maybe even Variable Action Hero Pokemon collection. So yeah, that being said, I'm done with this review already. I have nothing to say about this figure anymore. I will recommend it for the price point. So I hope to get some new figures, but I really need to think about before buying figures, because, you know, lately, I don't know, the quality of those figures are going backwards, and I just don't like the figures anymore that they bring out. Where are the NECA Player Select figures and everything? I need that kind of figures, you know. It's a little bit annoying, but then again, the price points, the prices of the figures are going up. It's just ridiculous. It's just here in Holland. I mean, I don't know how it is in America, but here it is much more expensive than there. So you can then you can know what I mean. And I'm going to buy a PlayStation 4, so I have a lot of. I want to buy a car, and I just have not a lot of money for great high-end figures. But that's the problem. They aren't really high-end. For example, I can show it now. I'm just talking to you guys. This is supposed to be a high-end figure. You know, there are a lot of things wrong with this. His feet is much too big. It's loose there. You know, overall it's nice. The quality is good, but his legs a little bit short. You know, yeah, it's a cool figure, but the price is a little bit on the high. It's really high, man. Yeah, I don't know what to show anymore. But anyway, take care, guys. Hope you guys like this video. See you guys later.